Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. Once again, I am your host, Cody Lashney, coming again to you with another show for Panther fans, by Panther fans. If you would like to join the show today, the link is in the description, down below the YouTube video, down below the Facebook video, and I am posting it to the chat room right now. If you would like to jump in and be a part of the conversation, without any further ado, let's get this on the road, gentlemen. You know them and love them. We got some C3 Friday Free for All faithful. You already know them and love them. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go from right to left, man. First up, my man Drew. Drew, how are you, brother? How you doing?
Doing all right, fellas. What's going on? You ready for a game this week?
Oh, I don't know. That's what we're gonna talk about tonight. How
Is it
ready?
Baker we trust?
Yeah. So I named this show. Is this the start of Baker Mayfield's redemption tour? So we're gonna be talking about that today. Talking the ins and outs of it. It ought to make for a fantastic discussion. Jay Stubbs, my man, coming back from Sin City, boy. What's up with you, man?
What's up? What's up? Won a bunch of bets this weekend. Panthers was a lock. I took the upset, the Washington. And however, I don't have an upset this week, but I'm taking the Panthers plus the points because they're giving us like 13 points, which is, I think, disrespectful for any game. No matter who you're playing. 13 points, a lot of points in the NFL. So take the Panthers and the points.
No, that is a lot of points, man. And we're running the football really, really good. Hey, dude, it's going to be a fun matchup. Next up, my man, you know him and love him. Coming from Tennessee, it's our man Panther Pickle. Panther Pickle, how are you, buddy?
Hey, brother, let me tell you what, boys. Keith Taylor, now is the time. Contract you have signed, oath you have taken. Now it's to fulfill your duty or find yourself a career backup job. Now is your opportunity. Okay? He's not the only one that stands out there. Marquise Haynes, you're going to get a lot of playing time this week. Now is your time.
Yeah, that's
Marquise Call. Now is your time.
It's time for a lot of
Davion
people
Nixon.
on
Now
this
is
team
your time.
to step up and make a name for themselves.
Or step out of the way for somebody else.
And this is the biggest game left on our schedule.
Right.
The Baltimore Ravens, that's our toughest test. I honestly believe that. Maybe you might want to say Seattle coming up. Geno Smith has been looking good, but man, this is the test here.
Hey, and Cody, into what Pickle just said, think about it. Like, this is the time for last year's draft to step up. TMJ hooping. Like, Christensen's doing great. Like, you know, JC's been good. So last year's draft has a chance to step up here. Keith Taylor, another one. Mm-hmm. So let's see.
Yep. Hey.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. I'm really hoping a lot of these people will step up. Next up, this man lives to troll me. He is Tony Dunn's bastard son, forgotten about all the time. So he gets his joys out of showing me people that can't dance and look like me. It's White Chocolate Espresso. White Chocolate, what's up? Oh, you can't even say nothing? Come to the show, can't even say.
Joe, where did you come from? Where did you
come? You're
live, it's admiring, Cody.
You're.
Oh,
he going through that.
I think you're in the washing machine, my guy.
He going through that Black Panther withdrawal.
Exactly.
Yeah, got that Wakanda, that vibranium.
Oh, he got that Wakanda sadness. That's what it is. Oh, that's why he doesn't want to show his face because he's been crying.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see my face.
Oh, show your face.
The movie's good, by the way. It's not amazing, but good.
Hey, real men shed tears. Come on, man. But all right, man. Look, this ought to be a fantastic discussion today. Hit the like, hit the subscribe once again. If you would like to join, the link is right there in the chat. That's the Streamyard, so be a part of the conversation if you'd like to. Boys, first and foremost, let's just jump into this news. We're going to talk about Baker a lot. I want to jump to, first to my man Jaycee Horn because Jaycee Horn is listed as questionable for the game this Sunday. My question to you all is Jaycee injury prone? Like, are we already at that point in his career where we can say that about him? Like, is it making you regret the draft pick more and more? Do you think this is a turf issue? What's your mindset here, gentlemen?
All right, I tell you what,
I regret it more and more, especially every week I see Justin Fields ripping it up out there.
Not even Justin Fields, bro. What about Michael Parsons with Brian Burns on his team?
right.
That's true too.
Right. You know, I told
the second.
Yep, I told a few people on Twitter the other week when they started screaming that Jaycee Horn's a Pro Bowler. He's a surefire Pro Bowl. No, he ain't either. He only played in 8 games. He's been active for 10 games. Anyway, he's been active for 8. He's been available for 10 so far, counting this year and last year. And he's been hurt for the rest of them.
Yeah.
To be a Pro Bowler, you have to actually play more than you miss.
Yeah.
You just do. It's not mean. It's just you got to. Like,
well, he might play. He might plays. We'll see. I mean, he probably plays.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I
hope he does great.
Injury report every week.
Brandon
he is
Smith
on the
comment.
injury report almost all the time.
Brandon Smith is the guy everybody wants to see play. Folks, if you look at it, he's actually played some. The problem is, like a lot of young folks, like Amari Bano's been on the line some. But they're not doing anything because they're rookies. They're not ready to play because they're not they're not developed, and they get lost in the shuffle. It's just fact.
So Steve Wilkes does expect him to play Sunday, and like, dude, I'm torn about this because as the player, when Jaycee Horn is on the field, he's been shut down. And if you look at his numbers, PFF will even tell you the same thing. Like, he is the type of guy that when he is on a receiver, they don't throw to that receiver.
I wish you travel more, though, Cody. I wish you travel more.
I know, and that's a kind of a byproduct of Al Holcomb and Steve Wilkes. I feel
they play zone. They don't play a lot of man anymore.
Exactly. It's like a comment in the post mentioned Patrick Surtain. You're right. We did take Horn because Phil Snow likes that press man corners, not necessarily.
We cannot play a man coverage because we cannot create a pass rush, bro.
You're right, exactly right. I mean, 2 plus 2 is not 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. We are doing the Matt Rule of Phil Snow arithmetic. 2 plus 2 equals 8.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, let me.
Then I'm playing man on the back end would be pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I agree with Phil Snow. Like, if I had to pick one, I would prefer press man corners more than zone corners, just because I think you need those dudes that can shut down a receiver.
But y'all think CJ's better in zone though?
Do I think what?
CJ's been playing better in zone though.
CJ or DJ?
CJ when he plays.
CJ Henderson is who he's talking about.
Yeah,
CJ probably benefits more from. To be honest, I really don't. I can't even tell you about CJ at this point. Like, CJ's been such a mixed bag.
He's had some good PFF scores the past couple games.
Yeah, he does have some good PFF scores.
According to when I watch him on NFL Plus, CJ plays better in zone, but that's what he learned in. I mean, he played better in zone, but even in college, he was more of a zone corner instead of a man corner. So, but
hey, real quick, let me welcome Alex, my man, A14 Panthers, holding it down on the left coast. My man, Alex, what's up, bro?
What's up, fellas? Happy Friday! Happy Friday to you guys.
What's
going on?
Hey, tell me real quick. Oh, hang on, let me add my man Locks into the stream. Locks, man, you with me, bro? Your microphone's muted. If you're there. See, I'm going to go to someone else, and Locksman's going to start talking like 5 minutes later. That's cool. That's what Locks is. Hey, Locks, what's up?
Hey, look. Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Hey, I'm going to try to stay on as long as I can because y'all know I need a new phone, but
That's fine.
I charge it up real good. So I'm going to be on as long as my phone charge. I'm going to be on. So, hey, what's the subject tonight? What's the subject?
I was getting ready to ask you and Alex, since y'all are the latest to jump on the show, is Jaycee Horn injury prone? Jaycee Horn is on the questionable list to play this Sunday. Steve Wilks said that he would play. I'm gonna go with Alex first, and then I'll go to you, Locks. Alex, are you starting to get worried about whether or not Jaycee Horn is too injury prone of a player?
No, I'm not. I'm not too worried. I mean, he just came off a pretty big injury last year, so I mean, yeah, he's a little banged up. Everyone's a little banged up this part of the season, but I'm not too worried. I know it's kind of everyone's scared because I know Donta gets hurt all the time, and we're like, oh no, JC's getting hurt. But I think they're just kind of monitoring him in a different way, kind of like how they did with McCaffrey. I think there were some times where McCaffrey might have been able to play in the last couple of years, and they just didn't play him because we weren't even in it or even in playoff contention or anything. So I just think it's like a more of a monetary thing. Like they're just monitoring like what's going on, and I don't have any doubt that he'll probably play on Sunday. So
yeah. He does say that he is likely to play, according to Steve Wilks. Locks, man, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is Jaycee Horn injury prone, man? Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah. Is he injury prone? I mean, he's been injured his first 2 years. I mean, I would consider him injury prone right now, but if he go into his third year, fourth year, whatever, and he's still getting injured, maybe. But right now, nah, not right now. Not right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way, man. Like, I'm not really ready to call him injury prone. I'm saying I want him to be able to see the field all season,
He hasn't missed a game yet.
No, he has. He missed.
He missed 2 games, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he missed like 2 games this year, and one of them was the
he had a hamstring, right?
He had 6 tackles in that Bengals game. He had 6 tackles. Is it like the same injury? Like, is it like a foot, an ankle, or something? Like the same injury he had left? Bengals game.
I mean, I know he missed 2 games. I'm not sure which ones it was. Yeah, it was definitely one of them. But I don't know, man. Like, Jaycee Horn is the type of player that when he's on the field, our defense is better. Like, and to me, there's not even a question about it. Like, Jaycee Horn is a mere player. He just needs to continue to stay healthy.
Is Chin playing?
Jeremy Chin? I have not seen anything on Chin.
He's back now, though, right?
I think it's game time decision. I think
if he plays, boy, I'm excited.
Yeah, that is right. Ahead,
is he off the PUP? Is he off the PUP list? The injury list and shit?
Yeah, he's off.
You mean Jeremy Chin?
Yeah, because I heard he was designated to return, but I ain't seen no reports on it lately though.
Yeah, I mean,
I do
think he's. I mean, I was hearing that he was gonna be set to return this game. I don't know if that's true.
I mean, they haven't designated him. They haven't designated him to return. They haven't, but like
he wasn't on the injury report today.
Yeah. And
okay, I mean, we'll have to see. That might be another game time decision. But
and Jaycee Horn's only played 8 games, 8 out of the 10.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at right. Tampa.
Yeah, I looked that up this week because I knew he'd missed a couple games this week, and I was chatting to some folks on Twitter about it. And I said he's not.
Tampa and
LA.
LA.
We want him to be a Pro Bowler. He's not a Pro Bowler because he's not been healthy enough to be a Pro Bowler.
He only missed 2 games.
Yeah, this year he's technically been in the NFL for 2 years.
He would be a Pro Bowler if we were actually good. He's that good a player.
Well, if I mean.
So would Derrick Brown. Both of them would be Pro Bowlers.
Definitely Derrick Brown for sure. Derrick Brown's been dominant.
Yeah, Derrick Brown. I don't think he's missed a game.
No.
Well, and Pickle, wouldn't you say though, Pickle, that if he's not a Pro Bowler, it's because of the injuries. It's not because
definitely.
It's
I would agree to that.
It's not because he's getting beaten up and just losing like.
Now, I agree. I think he should get more. He should get more credit to a lot of the list out there. I really do believe that.
Yeah, he's not even in the top 10 of those lists of cornerbacks.
Yeah, exactly. So
but if we were 7-3, he'd be a Pro Bowler. It's just that we're not a good team, so that's why we're not really getting looked at. I think if we were 7-3, we're leading the NFC South. You're looking at Jaycee Horn. You're saying, man, this guy's locking up everybody. He's going to be a Pro Bowler. But it's just that we're not winning games. It's getting unnoticed.
Same reason Jeremy Chin was never a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, you saw how many Pro Bowlers we had, that were going to probably go in when we went to 15-1. We had a lot of guys that would have probably gotten in. So, it's just when you're winning games, that's how you get noticed, honestly.
According to Panthers.com, Jeremy Chin is still on injured reserve.
Yeah.
Designated to return list. Now, granted, they could activate him tomorrow and say he's ready to go Sunday. But
if he hasn't practiced, that's what's about to happen.
So
maybe Steve Wilkes isn't trying to play his cards, like he's not trying to play too much.
Has he been at practice?
Yeah, he's been at practice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jaycee Horn's and Jaycee Horn's. I listened to Jaycee Horn's where the mic'd up that he was in last week for mic'd up, and he was standing next to Chin, and he said, "I can't wait to have you back next week." So.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool with him and was it a coach or a referee?
Who, Jaycee Horn?
Yeah, on that mic'd up.
Oh, that was Arthur Blank from Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that was cool as hell, man.
What about Woods? Is he playing Xavier Woods? Because I know that we're a little thin on the. I know we're thin at. If Chin doesn't play, Miles Hartfield's out.
Let me look. I think Ken's is. Hartfield, Burris is out. Hartfield's out. Woods ain't even on the injured list.
Okay, but Cody, I don't think he's injury prone, bro.
Why you say that? Why would you say that it's too early to say that JC is injury prone?
What do you what's your definition of injury prone? Like everyone gets hurt around this time. Like everyone's nobody really play. I don't know how many guys actually play a full season.
Wow.
Like every game.
Technically, isn't Mike Evans injury prone? But he's he's big and strong enough to play through it. And
Hey, real quick. Let me add this man to the stream. You know him and love him. It's from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. My man Twan Don. What's up, Twan?
What's good, fellas?
What's up, man?
What's good, man?
Twan, you were right about that Black Panther movie.
What about it?
I cried.
Yeah, man. Makes grown men.
This shit was amazing.
Especially when you the whole point is with loss and everything. And
it wasn't.
I think I like the first one better.
It wasn't a movie. This one, this one to me wasn't real, like a real. It was. This one was more of an experience, bro.
Yeah, because the guy died. You know what I mean? It's hard to.
Well, it takes place like a year after his death, and it's like, my father died a year ago, so I'm like, that should.
Rob was trying to take this somewhere else, and he did it successfully, man.
Yeah,
but he didn't have to make me cry like that.
Hey, real quick, before we move on to the injury report, let me get your opinion on this. Is Jaycee Horn injury prone? Like, are we already having this conversation about JC? Is he an injury prone player?
So far he is. He had to sit out the whole year, and then it seems like these little tweaks and things keep going on. But we've also seen people that get hurt early and rebound and Hall of Fame. So it's early with him. So I don't. The way it looks, just based on what we have, I would have to say he is injury prone, but it's just a short sample size that we have so far. But I think he can bounce back from it.
Yeah, same. I'm not ready to put that label on him just yet. Like, we need to give him some time. Like my man White Chocolate said, you're dealing with injuries when you're playing NFL football.
Right.
And could he have came back last year if we were a good team at the end of the year? Like, I think he could have.
Probably.
He said he could have.
Yeah. Probably so. But hey, man, like, look, those foot injuries are a bad thing. That's why we were worried about Matt Corral.
That damn turf, bro.
I know, man. This turf is a real issue.
This is what I tell people about football that's never played football before. When you play football, for any of you guys on here that's ever strapped up at any level, even going back to Pop Warner, when you put those pads on, every game you play is a car accident.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why my mom put me
just
in flag
survive
football.
it. You either gonna survive it or you're not.
Practice is an accident.
Yeah.
That's why mom put me in flag football.
Yeah. You either gonna survive it or you not.
Yeah. I remember there's ring of death practices.
So this is the injury report. The only person, no, we have a few people out. So PJ Walker is out. Jason Burris is out. Miles Hartfield is doubtful. Giovanni Ricci is questionable, and Jaycee Horn is also questionable. Who's questionable for the Ravens?
I think Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
Not enough.
But I think he's going to play.
Yeah,
I know that. So I already heard Harbaugh. I heard Harbaugh say that Lamar's playing, so that's not even an issue. Gus Edwards, I don't know. I guess he was dealing with something, but
he's sick. He got the sick bug like everyone else does. He might.
There's a lot of folks sick in our locker room, and nobody seems to know why.
Well, it's coming around. It's the holidays. It's getting cold.
Yeah.
I mean, this one everyone gets
season. Yeah. It's that time of the year.
30, bro.
Yeah.
70 to 30. That's rough.
Man, we ain't learned nothing from COVID. Nobody washing their hands still. That's how you get sick. You know what I mean? You understand? Those guys play a sweaty game. All they doing is handshaking and slapping each other.
Nobody that is smart. Nobody that is smart isn't washing their hands. Did I call some people dumb? You're damn ass right, I did.
Yeah, man,
if you don't wash your hands, you're gross as hell, man.
COVID,
I went to a gas station today. I had to go to Smyrna, Tennessee, which is about 4.5 hours away, to pick up my son, me and my dad. But we went to a gas station today, and a lady back there coughing and hacking all over the place. She wasn't even covering her damn mouth. And I just dropped the stuff. I said, bitch, you're nasty. And before I could say, I was walking out the door, before I could say anything, a woman somewhere behind me said, you heard him. He didn't stutter, stupid. And I walked out, got my car and drove away.
Bitch, you nasty as hell. No, that's a good PSA. Everybody needs to wash their hands.
You know when you sneeze now, man, that'll get you kicked the fuck out. Right?
Yeah, true.
Everybody pauses.
All right, man. So look, this is the question that I titled the show after today. Is this the start of Baker Mayfield's redemption tour, man? Baker Mayfield gonna be starting this week, man. You know, I know PJ had a lot of us feeling good about how he was able to get DJ Moore involved, and it just seemed like our offense had been feeling better. But now we're back to Baker Mayfield, y'all. I mean, how are y'all feeling? Like, what's the thoughts about our offense going into this game? Is it not as simple as?
I'm not worried as long as they do the game, same game plan as PJ.
Run that bitch.
Yeah, run it. As long as they keep doing that, I'm fine.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if the plan is just to run the football and give it to Donta Foreman and let that man eat, then Baker shouldn't really have that much of a problem. He shouldn't, but it's like, man, I don't know. I never trusted this dude, man. Before the Panthers even signed him, but mentioned his name, I wanted nothing to do with Baker Mayfield.
But Cody, there will be those times in the game that he's gonna have to put the ball in the air.
He gotta put it in the air, bro.
Yeah. I trust PJ Walker to put it in the air more than I do Baker Mayfield.
I don't trust either of them.
That's saying a lot.
I really don't
trust none of them.
I'm just saying, if you have to trust one of them, I trust PJ more than I trust Baker.
Man,
No, you don't have to trust any of them. You don't have to trust them. Trust the run game, and that's it.
You see the interception he dropped in the end zone against the Falcons.
I don't trust that damn kicker either.
Oh, hell no. I don't trust Eddie Pinero. No, Eddie Pinero.
Well, we got a bro.
And they're going to.
I don't even like the way he runs towards the ball.
They're going to find reps for Sam Darnold, too. So we're gonna see Baker.
I'd rather see Sam start.
And a little bit of Sam. But here's the deal, though. Baker has started more. He's been in the offense more. Sam hadn't played a game since last year.
Which is why I want to see him.
Hey, Coach.
I don't want Baker out there because I don't want to give him.
Well, don't worry. You might see him at halftime.
Yeah.
I really don't think either one of these quarterbacks are going to scare anybody, regardless of whether it's the Ravens,
it's a mid-off,
the Raiders, or the Renegades in the XFL. They're just not going to scare shit, regardless of who they are. The bottom line, the point of it is which one wants it bad enough to at least pretend like they know what they're doing.
None of them.
Because bottom line is if they don't produce this year in this game, if they don't produce this year for the Panthers, they will likely never get an opportunity to be a starter.
They've been playing the rock in the XFL.
That's a great point. This is Baker Mayfield's last chance to prove that he's worth the game.
Baker will be a backup, bro. He's a good old boy. He'll be a backup.
Sam Darnold will be a backup.
But
he will always have a job in the NFL as long as he wants it.
Hey, but wait, hold on, Pickle. Time out. Let me go to Locks real quick. Locks was trying to say something. Locks, man, you there?
Yeah.
Talk to me, bro.
I was about to say, I was gonna hop on my other phone, but I still got a little bit of charge left, so I hop on it whenever my phone.
You're good.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it just depends on, if Baker Mayfield takes care of the football. There are so many times where Baker will just toss it up, where it looks like he's throwing it directly to the defender, man.
Like he playing jackpot.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bro.
But their fans warned us, man. Their fans warned us. We didn't listen. Their fans warned us.
Are you ready for some more batted balls? I cannot wait for some batted balls.
Yeah. Hey, look, let me tell you something that people don't want to hear as Panthers fans. Y'all know me, man. I tell the cold hard facts, whether people want to hear it or not. The Carolina Panthers, over the last 2 years, have had the most disgusting quarterback core of all times in the NFL, bro. Every quarterback that we have is a second or is a third string quarterback, really. It's disgusting. It's terrible.
We have the worst quarterback room in the NFL.
We debate about the shitty quarterbacks every time we go live, bro.
We got the worst QB room in the NFL by a long shot.
See, people think it's now. You can't describe them. You got to go back into leather helmets to describe a worse core.
We're going to the 40s, kind of.
If I may add though, there has been some decent quarterbacks they've tried to get, and all of them has said no.
Right.
Still.
No. Do not do that pick, because we could have had Deshaun Watson, but they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to give him guarantee.
I'm glad I didn't pay him.
So essentially, but Locks, brother, let me ask you this. Would you have paid him, Deshaun Watson, everything he wanted? Is he even worth everything he got?
He got a Steph Curry contract, bro.
Yeah, he ain't worth that contract. There is, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, this ain't nobody else's opinion, I think it is slim to none chance he will ever play out that contract. I think the Cleveland Browns bent over backwards, spread their cheeks, and said, "Jump on in, brother. We take all we got." That's exactly what I think. Now, this ain't got
He's just now getting back,
and that's what he likes. To be honest,
I mean,
yeah, right. He's into that.
But I mean, it's just the Cleveland Browns for the next 7 years have fucked over their entire franchise.
Nah, man.
And you don't know Watson is worth that.
Nah,
You
Denver
think
fucked
he is.
them.
Well, hey,
Jays
we're
up.
gonna find out because
Yeah, Denver
Denver.
did fuck himself up.
So
You know
look,
what?
Deshaun
Everybody on this panel.
Deshaun starts this. He starts
Yeah.
this Sunday. Again, and by the way,
Yeah.
you literally couldn't have
Is it this
written
Sunday?
it any better.
I thought they said they wasn't gonna let him play.
He starts against the Houston Texans.
Yeah,
That's
of
a good
course.
start.
That's why they picked that date to
That's
reinstate
why they
him.
picked that day to let him return.
Let me
My
ask y'all something.
God, man.
How many
That's why we
people
picked
said?
to
How
play,
many
to
people?
play his own team.
How many people said Russell Wilson was worth what Denver gave?
I thought
A
he was.
lot of people on this panel right here. If
I
there is,
didn't.
he
Not
ain't.
me, man.
He
I
ain't.
saw him felling in Seattle.
A lot
I
of
was
people,
that
on
man.
this panel right now said Aaron Rodgers was the GOAT and he is what he is. He's not, because the Green Bay sucks because Aaron Rodgers ain't playing real quarterback. And I don't know that it's
Hell,
his
you got
mental
people
or
in
physical
the Panthers
capacity that
Nation
will.
that want to get Aaron Rodgers on the team.
Exactly, my friend.
I wouldn't mind.
Exactly. All right.
He ain't got
No
no.
offense,
He
but
ain't
a
got
lot
I'll
of
no
take
folks
Aaron
in
Rodgers,
Panther
bro. I ain't gonna
Nation,
lie. I
a
wouldn't
lot
mind.
of folks, a lot
Hell
of fans
no.
in Panther Nation wouldn't know a good quarterback if they walked up and smacked them in the ass.
I
Well, how
don't
about
want
this?
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers
All
Rodgers
right,
is a
all
good
right,
quarterback, bro.
to win himself,
Look,
man.
let
Aaron
me
Rodgers
jump
is
in here,
another
right?
program fucked upper.
Like if the Panthers, to their credit, they tried to go out and get Matthew Stafford, which I don't
Right.
think would have been successful at all.
Me neither.
They went out to get Matthew Stafford, and then Stafford turned them down.
Right.
Y'all mentioned Deshaun Watson. Hey, whether or not he's good or bad, the Panthers, even before he was cleared of all the charges, Panthers were showing that they were interested. They wanted Deshaun, and they were throwing themselves at
They
him.
were thirsty,
And
bro.
yeah, and he still chose the
And
Browns
yeah,
over there. And
David
by the way,
Tepper,
yeah.
can you do
then
something for
and
me?
no,
But
even
guys,
worse.
listen.
But
Even hold
no,
on,
but
hold on,
but
Go
even
ahead.
worse. Hold on, even worse. Then Deshaun got our division rival Atlanta Falcons involved in the talks,
And the
and
Saints.
then and the Saints, and still didn't choose us, man. So
but
yeah,
Cody,
yeah.
listen,
Go
Cody, listen.
ahead.
I think he was doing that for leverage. I don't think he chose the Browns because the reports came out that he cut the Browns off, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
out the blue, he chose the Browns. Oh
He
hell
got
Yeah,
no!
Man,
he
what
got,
team
but
is
They
he
he
gave
playing?
cut,
him
he cut,
$250 million
yeah,
in
he cut the
guaranteed
Browns
money,
off.
though.
He cut the
That's a
Browns off.
super
And
What
max,
is y'all
bro.
talking about? Who does he play for? He
and
plays
then
for the Browns.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he cut them off. He said he didn't want to go to
He
them.
didn't cut shit
But,
off. He plays for the
no,
Browns.
yeah, he did. Let me tell you what happened, brother. He
He
said,
did cut
Panthers
him off
don't want
at
to go to
first.
you. Panthers said, we ain't paying you that kind of money. We ain't giving you a full guaranteed contract. 1 penny, 100% penny guaranteed. He said, fine. He called the Saints. Saints says, we ain't doing that either. They said, fine. Falcons, what do you give me? He said, not that. We ain't giving
The
you a full
Browns were
guarantee.
the only
She
ones
said,
that would
okay,
guarantee him all that
who
money.
else is interested? Agent said, well, you just said the Browns wasn't interested. Well, call and see if they'll give me my money. They said, yeah, we give you the money. I said, that's why I go play then.
Well, let me read.
Pick up.
Well,
That's
Pickle's
all
right.
about the dollar for Deshaun Watson and nothing else.
Pickle might be right on the contract negotiations, but look, let me say something real quick. I don't think any of those quarterbacks. In fact, I know those quarterbacks didn't want to come play here, no matter what the money was, because they didn't want to play for Matt Rule. They
Exactly.
didn't want to
Well,
play with
yeah,
these
I don't
coaches,
deny
bro.
that. I don't deny that at all. But we also
Because
had
the
other
Panthers
options.
offered something none of those teams offer. We offered him a certain amount of power with the team. They said they was gonna let him make decisions and sit in on meetings and shit.
Yeah,
They
I'm
gave him
glad we didn't get him.
ultimate power.
Ain't no quarterback deserve that kind of power.
I hated that David Tepper put us out there like some $2 holes like that.
Yeah, man, he did for a while too, man. So again, it's like we're always left settling with the bargain bin quarterbacks, right?
We're the
That's why we're
team.
dealing.
We're the team with HIV, man.
I
I ain't
did
gonna
do
go
it.
that far now.
How about we're just we're the chick that you don't know where she's been.
Yeah,
So it's
nobody's
like,
fucking with us. They don't
nah,
want to pull our panties down, bro.
But how about
Yeah.
this though, man? Like this is what I'm saying though. Okay, no, two things to bring up. Whenever the Panthers heavy underdogs, I feel like that's always when we
13
have our
points.
best performance. Do you?
But
Yeah,
that's just getting. But that's just getting changed though, man. Because something is happening on that team with that coaching staff, bro. I think I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Wilkes is gonna retain that head coaching job, man.
I hope so.
They believe it. This team believes in that guy, man.
Yeah, I agree. Twan,
as long as we don't play Joe Mixon again.
But let's ask ourselves: does David Tepper believe in Steve Wilkes? Because David Tepper don't care what the players think. He's already made that clear.
So that, but if he did, they wouldn't play on turf. Pickle, that's one of the problems that I have with him. Is that he doesn't care about what other people. Bro, listen, you want your team to rally, then include them. Stop doing everything on your fucking own.
But till this team starts getting W's, I doubt seriously he's going to go with Wilkes. Even if everybody tells him he needs to. Because I believe David Tepper will fire everybody, including Scott Fitterer and Dan Morgan, if he chooses to.
David Tepper is the biggest. He's one of the biggest joke owners, and he ain't even been here that long, man. After Matt Rule, his reputation is sullied.
I call him Mr. Burns, bro, from The Simpsons.
Hey, let me go back to Alex real quick. Alex wanted to say something when we were talking about Deshaun. Did you want to say something about these quarterbacks, Alex?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't a good move to go after Deshaun Watson for us. I mean, like to put all that money in, and then like for what? For Matt Rule to like, ruin him, and then not to mention, if you go by what's going on, I mean, he still hasn't played yet. We would have had PJ Walker starting the whole year because Darnold had the high ankle sprain. Corral's out for the year, so it would have been PJ Walker from week 1 with Matt Rule all the way to right now. So I mean, it probably wouldn't have been pretty the rest of the year.
Right,
so I mean, it's just one of those things that like, and you don't pay, as you've seen, if you pay that kind of money to quarterbacks, you can't fill out the rest of your team. The rest of your team is no bueno. So,
hey Alex, let me add to something what you just said and what you think. So let's take Pepper with the bad. He went and got Matt Rule. That shit was horrible. And then he tried to, and then he slutted us out to try to get Deshaun Watson. Right? Yeah. This man should stop making decisions. He almost hurt us horribly. David Tepper does not make wise decisions.
Yeah.
He would have took any of them. He would have took Russell Wilson. He would have fucked us up regardless. Matt Stafford.
Damn, bro. Like, you need to leave that shit alone. You need to let Scott do his job.
Yeah, let Scott do his job. I understand. I mean, like, as an owner, I mean, he does have the right to do what he likes. I mean, it's his team. I get that. But he needs to, like, trust the guys that he hired to do everything, and then if he could have some input, but other than that, let the other guys do their job. I mean, that's why you hired them. So
well, hold on, let me play devil's advocate for just there, right? And
Jerry Jones 2.0.
You don't know that I'm no David Tepper fan. No, not. No, but let me say this though, right? Okay, so I'm not a big David Tepper defender. Like, I've been highly critical of David Tepper. But apparently, David Tepper liked not only Justin Herbert at one point in time, but he was really high on Justin Fields as well. And this is and if you're on Twitter, if you follow Panthers Twitter, this is a debate.
He was not high on Justin Fields. He would have drafted him.
No. Fitterer was high on
Fields. Rule talked him out of taking him.
Not Fitterer. Hurney told Matt Rule to take Herbert.
No, but there's just Herbert, and then there's Herbert, and then there's Fields. Herbert was the first year.
Yeah, we fucked up not getting Fields, man. Right. I'll trade Horn and Fields right now.
That's the one Matt Rule told David Tepper we didn't need Fields, or we didn't need
that was the all defense.
We didn't need Herbert.
Remember they said he had
we had
his
Teddy
condition
Bridgewater.
Was a problem. Remember that?
Yeah. Yep. We had Teddy Bridgewater. We didn't need.
He said they were better off Sam Darnold and drafting Jaycee Horn 2 for 1.
Yeah, we drafted. How about this? We chose Teddy Bridgewater over Justin Herbert, and we chose Sam Darnold over Justin Fields. And
we chose YGM over Jalen Hurts.
And we screwed up every certain way. Let me tell y'all something I told 704 Bound the other day in this show. Justin Jefferson could have been a Panther very easily.
Yeah.
But instead,
hey, when he said that shit hurt my feelings.
Instead,
Michael Parsons too, bro.
Instead, we chose I can't remember who the hell we chose, but and then I said, that
was Derrick Brown, right?
Yeah, Derrick Brown. And then somebody asked me, then somebody on the show said, "Well, who's going to throw it to him?" And I looked at it and I said, "Just Jalen Hurts could have thrown to him. He was taken in the second round."
Oh, that was me. I said, "Who's going?"
Yeah,
I said, "Who's going to throw the ball?"
So y'all think about that. We could have had the best wide receiver in the game.
Matt Rule would have ruined them.
You can't predict.
You're right. Matt Rule would have ruined them all.
But every team can have that argument. If I pick,
you're right. You're right.
Every team could have had Tom Brady.
I could go all the way back. You could go all the way back and do that if you want to.
We fucked up major.
Oh, major.
The sad part about it.
The Dallas guy, we passed them over.
Yeah, the sad part about it is David Tepper trusted the bad head coach too much.
Well, don't worry, guys. We're about to draft one in the offseason, so don't worry about it.
Hey, Cody, did you see the article? Did you see the article? They said Matt Rule may have perhaps fucked this team up for the next 4 years.
I don't doubt that.
We should have we've talked about it. Like, we should have rebuilt this team once we got rid of Cam Newton. Like, this team should have been rebuilt. We kind of like put it with Band-Aids, like try to Teddy Bridgewater here, trying to fix everything, and like that didn't work. So now we have to redo it. We got to redo the rebuild, kind of.
So you're saying Matt Rule put some rims on a 96?
Yeah. Matt Rule don't know how to build an NFL team.
He don't.
Matt Rule had plenty of opportunity to get a young.
He didn't know how to do a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, he could have took Justin Herbert and still had Teddy Bridgewater and just said, "Teddy, you're only here on a 3-year deal. We'll see what happens." Or he could have took Hurts in the second. He didn't do that. He could have took Fields. He didn't do that. He even could have took Fields after he fucked up with Teddy Bridgewater and Justin Herbert's. And said, Fields, you sit back here, learn while Sam does his thing.
I'll never forgive him for drafting that long snapper over Trey Smith.
Yeah, man. Look, check this out. Matt Rule shows y'all the signs early. Who the fuck gets rid of an MVP and picks all defense?
Matt Rule.
Hold on, Slam.
Bill Snow.
Who is the MVP you talking about? You talking about Cam?
The only MVP the Carolina Panthers
Our defense that year was trash.
Man, Cam ain't did shit his last 2 years here. So why the fuck you gonna keep? I mean, look, I know Cam is the.
You need to go look at the last show I did. You need to go look at the last show I did.
Our defense was trash.
Out every Carolina Panthers fan out there.
We need to revamp that.
The condition that we in right now. I don't feel sorry for no Carolina Panthers fan that wanted Cam gone, and now you fucking crying.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody want Cam gone. Ain't nobody want Cam gone. Cam didn't see his last 2 years. He was hurt.
Y'all got utter disaster getting rid of him.
Man, come on, man.
They did not give Cam a chance to come back after his injury.
And it didn't make sense.
You had
him on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, you had him on a 1-year deal. Let him
That's when you drafted rookie quarterback. Cam was your bridge quarterback.
A 1-year deal for like $4 million.
It was set up with Matt Rule perfectly. Cam was on a 1-year deal. You could have drafted a young quarterback. Cam was your bridge quarterback to the next generation, but he had to go and get Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
And what Cam say, dude? He said, y'all picked that foot. He said, y'all chose that over me?
The motherfucker pulled up in a minivan like he giving out candy and shit.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't feel sorry for no Carolina Panthers fan that wanted that man gone in the condition we're in now because this is what y'all wanted.
Yeah, because them same fans said the same shit when Kyle Allen won 4 games. They're like, "Oh, we can get rid of Cam." That's what you get.
I don't care if they cry. This is what y'all fucking deserve.
Yep.
look. Twan talking stupid. Twan, you talking stupid. You talking stupid, Twan. You talking stupid.
I'm letting y'all go today, man. As long as
y'all talking stupid, man.
Twan talking facts. That's exactly.
Go ahead, Locke. Go ahead.
Right on some of that shit, but he ain't right on all of it though. He might be right on some of it though.
Y'all go podcast after podcast complaining, but this is what y'all wanted.
Cam was hurt though.
Cam was just fine, bro. They fucked him over. The man proved everything. He passed the test, passed his physicals and everything. They never even gave the man a chance.
He won like 7 games. He won 7 games with New England, bro.
He won the motherfucking New England and then won 7 games with nothing in a COVID season.
I had 10 rushing touchdowns.
The fuck out of here! What
he even said he didn't know the playbook.
Yeah, I mean,
he can run the ball though. He can run that walk
7
though.
games is almost
Locksman, Cody, I'm gonna be done when I say this. Locksman, since Cam left, we've been the joke of the NFL.
I mean, we weren't doing shit. We weren't doing shit when he came back. When he came back, he had that fucked up game versus Miami. Doing like 5 interceptions.
10 days. What did you expect that man to do? You want him to learn a playbook in 10 days.
Hey, Drew, they was cussing him out, man, because he didn't learn the whole playbook in 3 days.
Let me let my man.
He didn't have 10 rushing touchdowns in New England. He had 12. My bad.
12.
Hey, let me go to Alex. Alex, get in there, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, I mean, I agree with all these guys. I mean, they didn't give Cam a fair shake, bro. I mean, it's just like plain and simple. I mean, he was hurt for 2 years. Yeah, you're right. He was hurt for 2 years, but he was healthy, ready to go. And that's when I started I didn't trust Rule after that, because Rule said all this shit that like, hey, like, you know, I want Cam on our team. I want him to be the leader. And all of a sudden he got cut. I was just like, damn, they did him so dirty. And like
they called him on the phone and cut him.
Yeah, and I know that Tepper tried to he wanted to smooth it over. So like last year we brought him in, but I know that had nothing to do with Rule. That had nothing to do with Rule. That's just Tepper trying to smooth it over with Cam, trying to amend everything that happened. But at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, it just brought us back even further, and now we're rebuilding. And Rule really messed up everything around us. So.
And we've been dealing with, Drew, we've been dealing with a negative karma ever since, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo, Cam Newton, I'll tell you.
Cam Newton
had his best passer. Player over like that, and don't think it's gonna come back on your team, bro.
Hey, 2018, Cam had his best.
Him and Luke Kuechly was a heart of this franchise.
Yep.
Cam had the best completion percentage of his career in 2018. Then 19, he got hurt, and then we cut him.
Well, Luke must have known something that we didn't know. I mean, he retired. He's like, I can't do it.
Luke said, "Fuck this."
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
that's the reason that we was even on board with Matt Rule, because he said he was going to retain Cam.
And that's something that don't get talked about a lot. We all know Luke retired because he wasn't playing with that bullshit.
I think he was loyal to Ron too. Like once Ron left, he was like,
that man said, "Fuck this! I am not coming back."
By the way, it's also not a surprise that the day after they fire Matt Rule and they name Steve Wilkes and Al Holcomb the head coach and the DC.
And both of them showed up in practice.
That could have been a
Wilson, Jonathan Stewart.
I'm telling you.
They're all
everybody showed up.
And the message was sent. We don't fuck with Rule.
Wilson could have called them and asked them to come up.
Hey, let me run some numbers by y'all, man. PrizePicks got Baker Mayfield touchdown at 0.5. Do y'all trust Baker to throw at least one touchdown?
What's the 0.5 touchdown?
And in garbage time.
Maybe
Basically, it's just if Baker throws a touchdown, then you would win on this pick right here. You would win on this.
I think you get a touchdown.
Hey, Cody, let me say something real quick, Cody.
And no pick sixes don't count.
Cody, let me say something real quick. Let me say something real quick.
Yeah.
And I know Drew gonna understand me when I say this. This is for the Panthers fan that's constantly fucking fooled. If Baker Mayfield comes out and has a decent game against the Ravens, do not say Baker is back.
No.
Baker was never here.
Why must you guys keep falling into this trap?
Yeah, I mean,
do not it's time to move on for all these quarterbacks, man.
No, yeah, absolutely. No, you gotta clean house after this year. The quarterback room needs to just be revamped.
As much as Cody wants Corral, I doubt the Carolina is gonna have 2 rookies on their fucking
DJ Stroud, baby.
So somebody got to go.
Yeah. No, I could see them keeping Matt Corral too, but they'll
having 2 rookie quarterbacks on the team.
I think
you keep Corral.
No, I think if McAdoo
they'll keep Corral, but they will bring in a veteran.
Look, Matt Corral is on this team. Matt Corral is on this team no matter what. I mean, that's without saying.
I think if McAdoo
now,
comes
listen,
back,
by the way,
there's
as
been
a
a
Matt
lot of
Corral fan, and I just want to say this: as a Matt Corral fan, I have never been so naive as to think that if the Panthers are picking top 5 or whatever, that they're not going to draft a quarterback. Like, yeah, obviously they're going to draft a quarterback. My thing is, you're going to have a legitimate competition because then you're going into the next season with 2 rookie quarterbacks, and you really don't know what you have in either of them.
It depends on who our coach is.
You're probably going to have to sign a veteran at some point.
Is it crazy? Is it crazy for me to think that if they get Ken Dorsey, it would be cool for Ken Dorsey and Cam? I mean, am I crazy to say that?
I don't think Cam Newton's ever played
done,
football
game.
He's done.
He's not interested.
If you watch any of Cam's,
I know. Listen,
he's done.
Let me say this, man.
Picking someone third, he's starting day 1.
I agree with everybody that's like, we should have made a better attempt to build on Cam Newton and give him the better opportunity. But it didn't happen. And now it's a pipe dream to ever assume that Cam Newton is ever going to do anything for this team ever again, man. Like,
he'll
be in the Hall of Honor one day, but
maybe.
I agree with Pickle. I think his football days are over, man. And as much as I hate to say that, to me, that just is the truth, you know.
Until I see official retirement,
he's pretty much said it himself. He ain't fucking
Cody.
Until I see official retirement, I won't believe it.
That post I had on Twitter, bro. People fucking hate Cam Newton. I never understood why, bro.
It's 50-50.
They hate him.
50-50.
It's the same reason why they hate LeBron James. Man ain't never did shit wrong in his life, but people just it's Twitter bullshit, man.
It is.
Yeah, let me ask y'all this, man. PrizePicks, they think Lamar is going to get at least 61 rushing yards on.
Over.
That's easy.
Yeah,
that might be
over how many? 60? Yeah.
You saw the people we missing on defense?
How many did Mariota get?
You see what Joe Mixon did, bro?
How many did Mariota get on us?
Yeah,
probably. I think about 50-something.
I just don't want to. I wouldn't touch anything just because, like, it said he's sick, right? I don't know. I never trust that shit because, like, if they're not feeling well,
yeah, but
I don't know. Is he Michael Jordan? Is he got the flu
medicine for you to take?
Yeah, I just because I know.
By the way,
we talked about the
I don't believe it'll even let. So right now I got 2 Panthers. I don't believe it'll let me do a Ravens. But would y'all do more or less on Lamar running for 61?
He's gonna get that.
He's only done it 2 other times this year.
Marcus had 43 against us on the November 10th game.
So who's gonna be missing on our defense Sunday?
I mean, it depends how far we're down. Are we going to be like down? Then he's not going to run the ball. If they're blowing us out.
I'm gonna try and do this.
He ain't gonna run the burn side.
All right, that's my entry, y'all. So look, my entry this week on PrizePicks, I got Donta Foreman at more than 50 rushing touchdowns. I got Baker Mayfield
50
throwing
yards.
at least 50 yards.
You said 50 touchdowns.
Jesus.
No, he'd be the best running back in the NFL.
Shit.
That's what I
Boy,
need.
imagine your fantasy points.
No, but I said it right the first time. He's about to get 50 touchdowns. Baker gonna throw for at least 1. And how about, man? I'm betting on the Raven or Lamar Jackson. I got us holding him under 61.
Cody, take that Baker Mayfield shit out. Don't trust that man, bro.
I think he's gonna get a touchdown.
Nah, he ain't gonna throw it.
I think so.
Unless he throws some kind of hit shit to Chanel out in the flat, and then he take off.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe you never know. Maybe like we're down 28-0, and he's gonna throw, one of those touchdowns. I think he could get a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if it's like a little check down pass.
If it's 28-0,
hey, I don't trust Baker Mayfield, man.
Matter of fact, what's Sam Darnold's over?
No, I hear you though, Twan. Like I'm not a truster. I mean, dude, y'all know what I think of Baker. I never liked the dude. You know what I'm saying? But at the end
What they
of the
got?
day,
What they got him down for? Like 9, 10 fantasy points.
Probably.
I can look it up again. But by the way,
It's the worst
just
quarterback
to make sure,
ever.
hey, but just so y'all know, if y'all want to win some cash, man, PrizePicks is the place to do it. All first-time users that deposit and use our C3 promo code will receive a $100 instant deposit match of up to $100. If you deposit $100, PrizePicks will give you $100. If you deposit $50, PrizePicks will give you $50. Man, use that promo code C3 if you want to really support the podcast and win some money. Man, PrizePicks thing for you, man. Use promo code C3 and make you some cash, man. They're opening up in like every single
Get you some
state
money
now, man. That's what I'm saying. Make you some money.
Tony,
Hey,
I got a testimonial with PrizePicks though.
Hey, tell me, man. Talk it.
I fuck with PrizePicks during basketball season.
Oh yeah.
I bet 3 times on there. I won twice, man. And the money comes to you immediately. You know what I'm saying? I don't really fuck with football too much with betting, but with basketball, I feel like I know what's gonna happen in terms of points and shit. But PrizePicks is legit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I mean,
Tony is always winning. He's always winning doing basketball, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see, man, they got all they got basketball players, man.
It's not just football. You could play, do basketball too, man.
Hey man, I put in one for the UFC the other night. For the UFC pay-per-view, man. So dude, PrizePicks, they got literally everything, man. So
Cody, I want your money right away. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need Jay Stubbs to start picking on my shit, cause Jay Stubbs got the hot hand out here, boy. Let me tell you, Jay Stubbs, he knows what's up. Dude, you need to be like my personal bookie, bro.
It's worth it, man.
Man.
I'm telling you,
Hey, can y'all hear me?
The upset, Iggy getting beat.
Hey, y'all can.
PrizePicks is one of those apps that's worth it, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Lox, we hear you, bro. Hey, what'd you say about Izzy? Jay Stubbs?
I took him to lose, bro, and I was fucking jumping up and down. I put like $500 on it. I was screaming when he got beat.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, we hear you, Lox.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah, we hear you, bro. You hear us?
Back because my damn phone's that.
Yeah. All right, just leave and come back.
So I probably gotta leave and come back. I'll be right back.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yep.
Lox man with the Obama phone, man.
I know it never fails.
He on a payphone, bro.
And yo, Twan, I think that his phone only messes up on my show. If you notice, whenever Lox comes on to your shit, bro, his shit never messes up, dude.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, he be straight over there.
That's what I'm saying. What the hell, bro? But yeah, man, like I don't know. Like, do y'all feel confident enough in our offensive line to be able to run the football? But how about this? Do you think it's possible? How likely is it that Donta Foreman gets another 100+ rushing yard type of day?
You can get it, man. I'm in love with our offensive line. I mean, it's just something that it's just foreign to us. So to see this line play as well as they playing, I mean, we can't be excited about it. We've never seen this before.
Chuba back?
Yeah, Chuba's back. Last week.
I think Chuba. I mean, dude, but when he runs the ball and don't catch it, he's pretty solid, man.
I like Blackshear.
Blackshear made some plays last week.
Yeah.
The thing with Chuba is this: more running backs. When you're running back in the league now, you got to know how to catch, man.
Chuba got hands of stone,
especially in today's NFL.
I'm saying, but I'm saying still run them. Like you can't wear Foreman out.
Yeah, my thing is like I don't mind that we have an identity like run the ball more than pass it. I get that, but like, dude, there's got to be a little bit of balance where like teams are eventually just gonna stack the box and be like, "Yo, Baker, throw the ball. Like, let's see if you can throw it." So
they're gonna dare him.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a little bit of both at the end of the day. So,
and it don't matter how good that offensive line is as far as protecting him.
Exactly. I know what you're going, Drew.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I haven't really seen much of like pass protection this year. A lot of it's just run blocking. Like, we've been doing that great, but as far as the pass protection, I don't know. I haven't really seen much of it because a lot of it is quick passes, screen passes behind the line of scrimmage, quick slants. So,
but when they do throw it downfield, PJ's had a clean pocket. PJ stepped up in his pocket.
Hey, Alex, Baker hits them in the back of the helmet.
Alex, I'm gonna tell you why too, man.
If he gets it past the line of scrimmage.
Between Baker Mayfield and PJ Mayfield. No, not Baker Mayfield and PJ. Neither one of them know when to get the fuck out of the pocket. They'll sit back there and take the fumble. I mean, at least Sam Darnold will leave every now and then and be like, "I'm taking off."
And Baker don't know how to stay in the pocket.
It's just like Baltimore. Baltimore don't have the greatest line, but they have a quarterback that has the common sense to say, "I'm not going to stand here and get sacked. I'm leaving."
Yeah. I mean,
it's PJ don't as little as
problem with Baker is Baker running to the sack.
Yeah, Baker will run into the pressure.
Yeah, I got to see it a little bit more as far as the pass protection. I haven't, obviously, we run the ball. I like that we're starting to get an identity, like play defense, run the ball, don't turn the ball over. Like I like that, but eventually teams are gonna catch on. They're gonna bait us. They're gonna make us throw the football. Like, we're gonna be down games and we're gonna have to throw the football. So that's what I'm gonna see.
He's right. You're right.
Alex is gonna get picked off.
Alex is right. They're gonna bait him. Hey, look, if I'm the coach of the Baltimore defensive line, I tell them don't change anything. Don't commit to too much blocking. Whenever Baker Mayfield drops back the pass, as soon as he winds up, I need all y'all to jump straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever's got all that background noise, they're crazy with that shit.
That's Pickle back there eating fucking saltine crackers and potted meat and some shit.
Hey, you want me to? You know what? You need to see me, don't you? Right? You want me to Yeah, you want it. I know you do.
No, we don't need no.
That's my guy.
We don't need no titties on the Friday free for all. Not today.
You damn right.
Well,
I don't know.
I
he did that shit on my show, man. I was like, Pickle, what are you doing?
Well, man, you wanted it.
No.
What I was doing was encouraging the world's population.
Is that what you're saying?
I was encouraging the world's population.
He was like,
50 people dropped immediately.
Everybody. That's what we need in the entire world.
I was laughing my ass off.
Walk out one day a year. Everybody needs to walk out without a shirt on, show everybody what they got. Everybody. See, I'd be all right with that. I'd be all right with that.
And by the way, can I just say that I found out?
Cody, you down with
Lamar, I mean, hey, how about this, man? If it's females, yeah. I don't want to see y'all's ass without no shirts on. How about that?
No, he said, hey, man, look, man, I don't care. Pickle had the pale titties on my show, man. And, you know.
Hey, you know what though? Hey, to move look, to move it away from Pickle's tits, to move it from that, we're gonna talk about how we're talking about Lamar being ill. Yeah, that sounds like a chip in Germany, pickle tits. But how about this? Lamar Jackson missed practice today, but. So this is something he's been dealing with for a minute.
More out there.
Yeah,
Well,
he'll
be fine. Pretend to play. Oh yeah. Try to get to practice, but it was just too sick.
So look, this man was too sick to get to practice today, and you're gonna tell me he's gonna be 100% by the time we play?
He might not even.
You know what,
hey,
dude?
I'm gonna tell you guys now. This is what's gonna happen. He's supposed to be sick. He gonna rush for 120 yards.
Yeah, we take don't take the bait, bro. Don't take the bait.
They're gonna be like flu game.
According to their injury report, he ain't practiced all week.
He gonna rush.
He don't
for
need to. Shit.
yards.
I mean, I would just take the points if I was gambling.
Y'all, what they need to do? They need to have Derek Brown and all the defensive line come out where it's smelling like rotten onions. That way, get him sick on the field. That's what they need to do. That's what shit I'd do. I'd have.
But I mean, look.
I'd do have two things on the field.
I do have two things is going to happen, right? Either Lamar is going to do what Jay Stubbs says and just ball the fuck out and have his own Michael Jordan version of the flu game and just ball out, or the fact that he has not practiced all week. Maybe this man isn't going to be on time. Maybe he's not going to be on rhythm. Maybe this
he might not even play.
Dude, he ain't gonna be on rhythm. He just steps back in the pocket and looks at a running lane and takes off.
He gonna be gone, bro. Poor Hartsfield's gonna be fucking missing him and shit.
Hartsfield's he ain't even playing. He's too scared. He's hurt right
now.
Yeah,
if Lamar Jackson, Cody, if Lamar Jackson doesn't run, then yeah, he's sick.
Yeah.
Because some people may not try to take off if they ain't feeling that good, but if he sits back in the pocket and takes sacks, they're going to take his ass out anyway.
I hope Andrews ain't playing because that motherfucker finna kill us. We can't guard no tight end.
Likely looks
good. They got the dude Lively over there.
Well, yeah, he's just as good.
Yeah, Lively is balling too, bro.
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely. That's Western Carolina, right? Or was it?
Coastal.
Coastal Carolina,
yeah.
I thought it was ECU. No, you're right.
Man, he is so undersized to be a tight end too, man.
I think that's the new thing.
He's out there killing them.
He's a stretch tight end.
Hey, I'm a little maybe I'm just out of it or something, but I'm a little shocked that what's his name, Rashad Higgins. He's just not. They don't play him or what? I thought he was balling in preseason.
I think the last time he got a fumble.
Yeah, he ran the play against San Francisco and took that reverse.
I get that, but San Francisco. What was that? Week 6. I mean, he didn't touch the ball for the whole.
Alex, answer me this question. Okay, so you want Rashad Higgins in the game? You taking out DJ?
I'm not taking out DJ.
You taking out Terrace?
I'd rather see
Laviscus.
Drew, it's an argument with Terrace. I mean, and Rashad Higgins. I like Rashad Higgins.
Terrace been balling out lately. I'm not taking Terrace out the game.
No, I know.
Don't take Higgins in though.
What about him over Terrace Marshall Jr.?
Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it's an argument. Like, you can have Higgins.
I like Shanae.
Rashad Higgins has zero future on this team.
I agree with Alex.
Scott Fitterer, why
you gonna play the man and he ain't got no future on this team?
He's got no future.
We're trying to win.
And to be completely honest, in an NFL uniform, he hasn't even earned the right to play. Every time he gets on the field this year, he screws up.
Well, somebody said take out Shad. Shad Smith's been more productive than Rashad Higgins.
Well,
Cody, pull up the stats. Cody, pull up the stats.
Do we have him for a couple years?
I'll pull up the stats in a second, real quick. Let me welcome my man, Nick Montero, back to the Friday Free from Nick.
What up, Nick?
What up, guys? Sorry I'm late, man. You know I wouldn't miss this for the world, though.
Nick, where you been?
That's all good.
Working, man. Working, dude. Okay. Been working like 75 hours a week.
Damn, man. You got to call your congressman and stop that.
Hey,
I want to see the percentage of
my own business, man, so that way I don't have to work for anybody else.
You got to put them out
there, brother.
I feel that. Hell yeah.
Keep that grind up.
Hey, what players did y'all want me to compare?
Higgins and
Higgins.
Well, I want to see how long Higgins has been on the field.
Y'all don't even want to know. According to NFL.com, Shi Smith has 10 catches for 142 yards.
That's not productive.
You ain't heard Higgins yet.
Yeah, he hasn't played. Higgins hasn't been on the field.
Well, why would you play him?
Because I think he's better, is what I'm saying. I think
I'm with Alex, man. I think they should rotate Higgins in, man. You honestly know what Picklesheimer thinks? Pickle thinks
neither one of them deserves on the fucking roster. To be bluntly honest, I believe I would play a tight end over.
But look. Let me jump on Alex's side. Let me be on Alex's side for a minute. I can make the argument that one, Matt Rule would never play the players that he needed to play, and Higgins was one of those people that has never, from the moment that he was signed as a free agent, we've never even given him a chance to see what he's capable of doing in this offense. Number two is, if you look at what he was able to do with the Browns, that's far better than anything that Shi Smith has ever produced.
So why did they go get him?
He looked good in the preseason, man.
That's
like,
what I'm.
He looked good whenever I
Nick.
saw him in practice.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick.
Like,
he might do something this Sunday because
since Baker's starting, he may actually get some playing time.
That's what I was just saying. I mean, that's who Baker's familiar with. But he didn't really throw to him a lot when he was in there.
I'd rather have
his balls batted down at the line of scrimmage.
I'm not a Shi Smith fan. So,
nobody
so
touched
in my opinion is
get your ass out of here, bro.
Yeah, in my opinion, Shi Smith is exactly what Bird used to be before Bird joined Atlanta.
Shi wishes he was Bird.
Bird was Cody, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to.
You know what I
said
on a phone call to see.
Hey, that's cool, Tor. Hey, we're about to.
I believe that.
I'm only about to go until 8:30 tonight.
Yeah, let me sign off real quick, man. Look, because like 704 Charlotte, our meet and greet is this weekend, and I got Ray Papone, Claire, and all them. They're gonna be at my house tonight. So.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Where y'all meeting? Y'all gonna be at your house?
Yeah, and then we'll go live on Sunday pregame, but it'll be like from the celebration, I guess, or some shit.
Okay.
Hey, you better tell Ray. I definitely gotta come and talk shit to Ray. Clemson plays Miami.
Oh yeah, that is. That's at like 2:30 or some shit, right?
Yeah, man, we about to smack them Hurricanes, bro.
He ain't even gonna watch that game.
They're predicting South Carolina, Florida State in the bowl game.
Yeah, man, we gonna go 9-3, man. Cody slept on us.
You know what? You know who I would play though. Honestly, instead of them two we mentioned, I would look to the practice squad and play Derek Wright or C.J. Saunders. We can't play Saunders, y'all.
Who the hell are those?
We can't play him. We can't play C.J. Saunders because he got the name C.J. in him, and anytime you have the name C.J., you suck for the Panthers.
Hey, bro, I don't know what you're talking about, but you ain't seeing C.J. Saunders.
Why not? He can't be worse than Rashad Higgins or Shi Smith.
Well, we still trying to
got
win
quiet
games,
there, didn't
fellas.
it?
We want Steve Wilkes to get this job. Even if he gets the
I'm
job, I don't
rolling
think Ben McAdoo's coming back. The only coach I say has to come back is James Campman. You cannot let James Campman leave.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah, I agree. I believe if Wilkes is hired as our permanent head coach, his defensive coordinator will be Al Holcomb.
Hey, by the way,
you can't let James Campman leave the building.
Look,
I'd sign him to a 7-year contract.
Hold up, let me piggyback off of what my man Drew just said, because Bradley Bozeman was the subject of a discussion about James Campbell and how Bozeman turned down more money and stability to come play under James Campbell. So this is about Bozeman. As free agency approached in March, the Bozemans knew they weren't likely to return to Baltimore after turning down a long-term contract extension ahead of the new league year. The couple started doing research on other potential landing spots. They decided to head to Carolina for less money than they were offered elsewhere, signing a 1-year, $2.8 million contract with the NFC South franchise. The decision to head to Charlotte was made largely due to the feedback Bozeman received on Panthers offensive line coach James Campbell. And if you look at the numbers that we're putting up this year from an offensive line perspective, man, we have to give Campbell some more credit. And I agree, Drew. We have to have this man as a part of our coaching staff next year.
Yeah, and you got to bring back Bradley Bozeman. I mean, people can say what they want.
And pay him more, bro.
Bradley Bozeman is the glue to that offensive line. They've been nasty since he got in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he a little dumb for not taking that big money, though, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, we got to find a way to pay that man.
He might get paid this year.
Line has been nasty since he got in there.
Yeah, I mean, how crazy is it to think that Moten might be one of the weaker guys on that line?
He's the weakest one.
That's crazy
You're right.
to think.
And also, Motrin hasn't. If you Cody, pop up the injury report. He hasn't played. He hasn't practiced hardly at all this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, he's been banged up all year, I think.
And
but,
I mean, if he's been sick all week because he ain't practiced, I mean, he's practiced some, but not a lot.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah.
So Cody, you know my philosophy on the draft. How I have said that we should draft two linemen, one for the defense, one for the offense, every year in the top 4 picks of the draft. Do you think this year we should go after a right tackle, given the fact that Moten has not necessarily been as good as he has been in the past?
Well, I mean,
and he's getting older.
Yeah, he'll be 29 next year.
The only reason, Nick, while I will entertain that, is because I think you can upgrade the left guard position to somebody a little bit better than Christensen. And I think, and by the way, I'll give White Chocolate all the credit. This is his idea first. Move Christensen to right tackle like the Panthers initially wanted to do with him when they drafted him. He has the skill set of a tackle. I wish they would put him in that position a little bit more. But I don't know. Our offensive line is balling out this year. It would be hard to trade our most tenured offensive lineman after a year when they're putting up the best numbers that they ever have as a collective unit. You know what I mean?
What do we get for
I'm not saying,
who's the backup right guard or left guard?
I'm not saying go after one in the first round. I'm saying like second or third round, somebody who can sit behind Moten for a year and then fill his role maybe in like the 3rd or 4th year of his contract if he gets hurt or something along those lines.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
I mean, Moten probably go for a late first.
Like a 3rd round tackle?
By the way, we have a Ravens fan in the chat room who said Bradley Bozeman's trash. We'll see Sunday. Then he says Ravens fly. Good luck to y'all boys. Much
just
respect.
a hater.
Hey, dude, how about that? Like, I didn't even think about that, man. I'm dumb. Like, this is going to be a battle against his hometown or against his original team.
He knows their
Bradley
playbook.
Bozeman against
He
the
knows what they
Ravens.
do.
Yeah. So
We've
man,
had a lot of those this year.
I know that everyone's very down on our potential to do something against the Ravens. I don't know, man. This feels a little bit like a trap, if I'm being real with you. I feel like there could be some damage done to this Ravens team, man.
Bradley Bozeman was Lamar's center, so he probably knows his tendencies and what he likes to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. We got that inside info, baby.
Hey, look. I'm having a little bit of phone problems, but hey, look. I don't think Bozeman is trash, but that Ravens man, get the hell up out of there. Bozeman, he been playing really. He been playing all right. You know what I'm saying?
He way better than Buddy from last year.
F-line, yeah, he better than F-line though.
No, the guy before F-line. What was his name?
Oh, yeah.
Paradis.
Oh my God.
Paradis. Ugh.
Yeah, he's pretty
trash, man.
That offensive line has been legit since Bozeman got in there.
Yeah,
we got all kind of running lanes now.
Yeah, it was kind of hard, you know, when you had Ryan Khalil for a long time. So it's like
he's the best center we had since Ryan Khalil.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure. Him and I gotta give props to Elfline this year though too. I mean, he was having
Elfline is a good backup. I have no problem with Elfline being a backup center, none whatsoever. But Bozeman needs to be our long-term starting center. The man is a beast.
Is Cade Mays ready to play left guard or not?
Dude, why would you even think about moving Brady Christensen? Christensen's been playing good football.
I'm saying if Moten can't play. I'm saying if Moten can't play.
Why couldn't Moten
No,
play?
they'll go Cam Irving. They'll probably go Cam Irving.
Oh my God!
Hold on, what's happened to Moten?
He was
Moten
out last
has
game.
he hasn't practiced most of the week. He has an elbow injury.
I put in K Mays before I put in.
So, all right, look. He
Exactly.
was limited practice on Wednesday, did not practice on Thursday, and he was a full day.
Oh no, it's
Friday.
just the vet thing. He's playing.
He's gonna start, but he ain't gonna finish the game, bro. He was out half the game last time, right?
Dude, you cannot put a Cam Irving in there.
I'll put K Mays before I do that.
Yeah.
No, I mean they've just been putting Irving. Like I know that they've been rotating him in and out. Like he's the one that's the guy that's been subbing in.
Yeah, I'm very high on Steve Wilkes, but if Cam Irving gets playing time before Cade Mays does, then fuck that.
I think he has
That's
been
just my
getting some
opinion.
PT though. I think he's been going in and
Well,
out.
Irvin's
Cam
been
Irving.
going in when they run the jumbo set because they've been running
Yeah,
him and
they get the thick
Moten on the
package.
same side in the jumbo package.
Oh, hey, what about Irvin being like a mentor to a Cam Kwanu? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Y'all read that?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Cam
that's cool,
Irvin
too.
has
Yeah.
been like.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
As long as he's
Cam's
not
a good
playing,
pro. He
you
just
can
sucks.
mentor him all he wants to. As long as
It
he's
is
not
called-
playing.
Yeah.
Cam Irving
Cam
says,
probably be a good
Cam
coach
Irving,
one day.
Yeah, Cam Irving says, folks, here's what you never do. Watch me play. See, here's how you can never do to be a success.
Exactly.
See how I take that angle on that defensive tackle and he blows my ass up? Don't take that angle no more, y'all.
Dude, Icky was mauling people Thursday night. I mean, he had some bad penalties, but he was mauling them linebackers.
Yeah, I think he had a bad game, but he's been good for like 4 weeks, 6 weeks in a row. So I'll take it.
And it's not like he gave up a sack. He just had some bonehead penalties. I mean, that happens. But he was mauling those linebackers.
What they were saying about Cade Mays, Sheena was on WFNZ a month ago. She was saying that shortly after Wilkes was fired, she said that
You mean
Cade Mays
Rule?
Yeah, Wilkes, great day. But why Rule was fired? She says she says Cade Mays has been practicing all offseason and training camp. He's been practicing at right tackle only. But since Matt Rule's not there, he's actually practicing more on the inside and a little bit on the outside. He said for some reason they still like Cam Irving, but everybody knows Cam Irving don't have a future on the team. So he may go in for a play or two to relieve, but if something happens and you have to see a permanent sixth offensive lineman out there, it won't be Cam Irving. It will probably be Cade Mays because they like what he does. He plays guard and tackle, and now he's looking real good at both.
I like what the last comment came up. Move Brady Christian out the right tackle and put Cade Mays in at guard.
That's down. I'm down.
That's what I've been saying.
I'm down for it.
That guy that popped up on that comment that said Daly has played well in Tennessee, y'all, no, he hasn't. He absolutely has not. I watched the Titans a lot. I live in Tennessee. That's all folks I work at talk about. He does not look good. He is
last night last night, man, he got worked. When they were playing the Packers last night.
They probably won't keep him past this season.
Yeah, he sucks. We've been through that.
They
We
lost
did that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
he has not looked good at all.
What about what's his face over there in Miami? Or is he still over there?
Yeah,
We got a
he's
He's starting anymore.
Yeah, he best I can figure. Little looks okay, but he would be better off not starting, but he's kind of like their version of a little bit better than Cam.
I mean, Tua is left-handed, bro, so he has to be doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm
Greg Willis
I'm so used to players leaving the Panthers and finding more success with other football teams that it's like I'm almost numb to it right now. But I feel like we almost do this other thing too, where they might have had a game and then now we just said that they're a good player for another team when they're not. Like, yeah, who just said that Greg Little's a backup for the Dolphins right now?
Yeah, he's a backup to Teron Armstead.
Yeah, so it's like, come on, man. So look, there's really not too much left. I mean, this game it's pretty simplistic. Don't let Baker Mayfield throw the ball, if at all, if you can, and let Deontay take the hell out of the rock.
And get close enough as hell for Eddie Pinero.
So that means you got to keep the score close enough that you don't have to throw the ball and you can keep running it.
I say 20
passes. Got to step up, because if they don't step up, they're going to have to throw the ball to stay in the game.
We just got to hope that Eddie Pinero hits some field goals, to be honest with y'all.
No more than 20 passes.
If it comes down to a kicking,
good.
Lock.
No, you're breaking up real bad, Locks. It's hard to hear you, bro.
I'm still breaking up.
I mean, now you're all right. I mean, now you're all right a little bit. Say what you got to say, man.
I'll get it fixed next week. Damn phone. Yeah, I get it fixed next week. All right.
No, you're good, man. My question is to everyone in the chat room, to everyone on the panel, real quick, just yes or no. Is the flu going to affect Lamar's performance on Sunday?
No.
Matter of fact, I'm calling flu game.
If he has
he's
it,
saying
yes.
Jay Stubbs having a Michael. He's saying he's gonna have a Michael Jordan-esque flu game. Damn,
You know what?
That would be right on point.
You know what? In reality, if he is sick, he should not play, period, for the healthy and the safety and the welfare of all the NFL players involved.
Yeah, a year ago, you get like suspended 3 games if you do this shit.
Right? Yeah. What's the difference?
Yeah, so then Hundley can come out there and run for $150 on us.
I'd rather do it.
Either way, the back it was good.
But
damn,
if he is sick and I'm the defensive coach, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure I take advantage of that. And I don't give a damn if it embarrasses him or if it hurts him. That is fucking football. When you watch a player go out on the field, knowingly, for example, say they have a injury already, the NFL players smell blood, they're going after it. That's how life is, brother.
Yeah. It's supposed to be cold too, right?
You don't like it? Go free
definitely
ESPN.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the weather of the game? Hope
It's got to be cold.
Hey, real quick, did y'all see Buffalo?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, it's a
that shit is crazy.
City up there.
Dude, you guys are talking about Baltimore being cold. Like, me and Drew are just sitting here like, you guys don't know cold.
No,
like,
but that's
bro.
Hey, I don't want to know cold.
Cody, I'm gonna let you know when it's like -25 outside.
My buddy
I get like 50 foot of snow or something.
My buddy just went up to Maine for a wedding. I'm like, why the fuck they have a wedding in Maine during this time?
Yeah.
So back before Cody started the free-for-all, man, I was working on a solar field in the middle of winter in the Berkshires, which is the mountains of Massachusetts. Dude, it was it was 12 degrees out with 40-degree winds, and there was 2 feet of snow, and I'm crawling underneath solar panels.
Yo, it was really cold today in Charlotte. It was like 65 degrees, man.
I love the cold.
Dude, it was warm outside.
I love the cold.
I have that shit, bro.
It was 33 degrees out today, so it's pretty warm.
Yeah,
I was 65 degrees over here. I'm freezing.
I was pretty cold out here in Cali.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I love
it.
We don't see that.
I love the cold.
A lot of people are saying that we got. Yeah, but Lost. That's what they're saying. We got robbed of having Buffalo and the Browns in this type of weather. They moved it to Detroit.
Where they moved the game?
I guess it ain't no. I guess it's not no 1960, 80, early 90s football. Now everybody got to be comfortable and all that shit, man. Yeah,
but that's gonna be 50 foot of snow, though, bro.
Why can't they play in the snowstorm?
It's all ratings.
Come on, bro. That's gonna be. They're getting so much snow, bro. Like,
you know why they're not going to be able to have enough people in the stands because it's going to be packed with snow.
That too.
Like, imagine having to clear all the snow out of all the seats. Man,
y'all remember Cam's first game with Jacksonville and it rained and it was like flooding the whole stadium?
Yeah, was that game?
Yeah.
Well, here's
Thank God Baker's not
Have
playing in. Oh, go ahead,
any
Nick.
of you guys actually traveled in 2 feet of snow and actually driven in it?
I have.
2 feet. Yeah, I know you have, Drew. Like it's you got to know what you're doing. Like once you start talking about 4 or 5 feet of snow, like it's over the course of time, but still, like that's a lot of snow. And
they're saying 50 foot over the weekend, bro.
Yeah, no,
50.
No.
Yeah, it snowed here in Charleston
You gotta
one
move
time.
it at that point.
It snowed here in Charleston one time, and it got like 2 inches of snow for like 3 days, and they shut down the roads.
Yeah, 'cause you guys don't know how
They
to
had no
handle
way
it.
of freezing the roads.
If,
They have no salt
listen,
trucks or anything.
if you live in the South, I mean, if you live anywhere below Tennessee, when it snows down south, bro, it does not take much.
Zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
I
for
was
them to
out of work for like
close
5 days. I
schools,
couldn't go to work.
shut down the roads. They're doing all of that shit for a little bit of snow.
Oh my gosh, kids are
I
still.
know.
Bro, they shut down the roads in Cali when it rains.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's
So,
true. Oh man, that's funny, man.
yeah.
Yeah, me and Drew will be going
man,
down
look-
there looking like we're straight out of Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, right. All right, so look, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get everyone's final score prediction, who the winner is gonna be, and who the player of the game is going to be. My man Drew, we're gonna start with you, buddy. Final score, win, breakout player of the game.
28-14 Ravens, Lamar Jackson.
All right, 28-14. Ravens, Lamar is going to be the breakout player with the flu. You heard it here first. My man Panther Pickle. Final score prediction. Who's going to win? And who's your breakout player, if any?
28-30. Panthers. Breakout player will be Terrence Marshall.
Hey, I like that. We got a little bit of optimism in the chat. I like that. I like that, man. And hey, I'm telling you, man, I feel like this could be I don't know. Because Panther Nation is not as confident as we were before we played the Bengals. Like now, most people are predicting us to lose. I'm like, well, damn, we might surprise some people, man. But yeah, that's a
TJ
great
was playing. I'd probably be different, but we got Baker back there.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. Baker Mayfield has to earn a lot of people's fandom this Sunday.
Right. Oh, I want to say something real quick, if I may.
Yeah.
They were talking about the snow. Y'all, I was born and raised in Ohio and West Virginia, and I'm still lived in South for well over 20 years. And with all complete honesty, when it comes to snow, the South is a pussy. I'm just sorry.
Oh yeah.
They just are. they just are.
I'll take it. I hate
A warm pussy. A warm pussy.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
When you see a snowflake, I shit you not. I was in North Carolina. I walked outside. It was an inch of snow on the ground. I said, "Oh, this is cool." I got in my car, went on to work. There was nobody there. The grocery stores were closed. The grocery stores were closed. The gas stations were closed. I was actually pulled over by a state trooper and said, due to bad roads, why are you on the roads? I said, what bad weather?
We had one Asian restaurant open. It was packed. It was packed. Dude.
That shit probably slapped too.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, I shit you not. I when I worked at Walmart, and they actually had scheduled two inches of snow was forecast. They literally had a deputy sheriff with a shotgun standing next to the milk to prevent people from looting it. I mean, come on, y'all.
Man, people doing too much.
Ain't nobody gonna drink my milk except me.
All right, let me continue with these picks. Locks, Maine, what's your final score prediction, bro? And what's going to be your breakout?
Final score, I'm going 24-17. I'm being at home. I'm going Carolina 24-17. The breakout player. I'm going with Pitt. I'm going with Terrace Marshall Jr. and goddamn Twan. I don't know if you listening, but I'm gonna be on your show, goddamn, whenever you go live. And I'm gonna get on your ass, nigga. Goddamn, boom, boom, boom. That's all I got to say.
Yo, shout out to Twan 704 Charlotte Bound. That's my guy. Hey man, yeah, I do his pregame show a lot of times on Sunday morning. It's a good time. Y'all check out the man. Next up, my man Jay Stubbs, the king of Las Vegas. Talk to me, bro. What's your final score? What's your breakout player, and who's going to win, man?
Well, I'm always going to root for the Panthers. I want the Panthers to win, always. However, I think the Ravens are going to win 27-17, and Lamar has a rough first half, and second half he just kills us, and we lose on basically a couple of Justin Tucker field goals are going to make a difference.
Oh, that damn Justin Tucker, man. Bro, sometimes I wonder how much value does the guy like Justin Tucker have, you know? He's so clutch, man.
He's missed a couple this year, though.
Yeah, but he's still the best kicker in the NFL, man. Like,
you don't miss it
that
when
dude.
it counts.
Is he?
Dang. Yeah, he is. No. Who's better?
The guy that used to be a Carolina Panther.
Well, he's hurt still. But I think
Joey Sly?
Fuck no. Hey, I want to say this though. Joey Sly's my guy. No, that boy got me some money. I like Joey Sly. That's my guy.
What did he hit? 58 yards. He hit a 58-yard banger last week.
Yeah, Joey Sly.
No, wait a minute. The Carolina Panthers have 3 former kickers that are current starters in the NFL. Joey Sly, Graham Gano, and Butker.
Harrison Butkicker.
Yeah, Butkicker.
All right, next up we got my man Alex A14 Panthers.
I'll love them better than what we got.
Talk to me, bro. What's your final score? Who's gonna win? And who's your breakout player of the game?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go 31-17 Ravens. And I got Lamar Jackson with like 3 or 4 touchdowns because Baker was talking about his mama. So I'm gonna go Lamar Jackson.
Right.
So yeah,
he's intimidated by Lamar Jackson's mama.
Yeah,
it was like a high school thing, right?
Yeah, something like that. I imagine. Hey, she's his agent, so I imagine that woman is pretty intimidating.
Yeah, he's intimidated. I didn't hear that. Mayfield's intimidated by Jackson's mama. See, if I was Baker Mayfield, I'd get on the press and I'd say, "Fuck your mama." Just to pour gas on the fire. That's what I tell him. Fuck your mama.
Yeah, they get him broken in half because Lamar be like, "Hey, fellas, handle my light work."
Yeah, they would jump his ass. He would get annihilated on that field if he
that'd be all right. Then we see Sam Darnold out there. I want to see Sam. I want to see Sam before I see Baker. You know.
Hey guys, I forgot before we go to next. I got one thing. We ain't even talked about Roquan Smith being in Baltimore.
I mean, if how about this, Drew? If the Panthers are not able to run the football, it's because of Roquan Smith. Like that's the move. Now apparently he hasn't done much yet. Now they just traded for him, so I'm not saying
breakout game.
Yeah, man, dude, this might be his breakout performance.
But yeah,
I
man, just don't want.
Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
No, I was gonna say we talked about, I know you brought it up, Cody, about we got our hopes up after that Atlanta loss, and then we were playing the Bengals, and I just don't want to get my hopes up, too high again, especially I know we just came off a Thursday night win against the Falcons, and that's pumped me up too. But this is a Ravens team. We haven't beat anyone in the AFC North. We haven't beaten anybody in there. Cleveland.
We haven't beat anybody outside of the NFC South.
Right. We haven't beaten anybody except exactly, except our division. So I mean, I hope they prove me wrong, is what I'm saying. I hope they prove me wrong.
Hey, how about this, right? If the Panthers win this, it's probably the biggest upset of the season thus far, huh? But no, the Commanders beat the Eagles the other night.
The Panthers are like college version.
Yeah.
I got one more thing before we leave this motherfucker.
Yeah, what's up?
UNC Clemson, who you got? I know you got Clemson. Who you got?
UNC man, look. Man.
Championship.
I mean, if they play in the ACC championship, I'm a little bit worried that Drake May, the quarterback from UNC, I understand that man's the #1 pick next year, man. I'm gonna be real with you, Locks. I'm a little bit worried about that one. I don't know. It's too early to say. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna rock with my team. You know, I'm gonna go with my Tigers, but that's a dangerous ACC or UNC team, man. I really do like Drake
people
May
stop crying.
Yo, shut up. You're a South Carolina.
All y'all do is cry.
Shut up. You're more of an Alabama fan than you are a South Carolina fan.
The Carolina Panthers are the college version. This year, the Carolina Panthers are the college version of South Carolina. Okay.
We got a winning record. I don't know what you're talking about.
A winning record against who?
What's your record? 5-4.
6-4.
Oh, give me a break.
6-4.
All right. My man,
your 6-4 team ain't winning this week, dude.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah, they're not going to beat Florida State. They're not going to beat Florida State if they're playing the bowl game. How about that?
If we meet, I'll put a bet on it.
Yo, y'all still got to play us. How about that? That's not going to go well.
One game at a time. We play in
anyway,
SEC.
Whatever, man. Anyway, my man Nick, I appreciate you joining me, brother. Give me your final score. Who's going to win, and who's your breakout player?
125-3.
Oh, shit. My man said 125. Damn.
Nah, it's not gonna be like that. But it's.
I'm thinking it's
gonna be shit, man. I think it's honestly gonna be like 35-10. And I wouldn't even be surprised if it's really 35-9 and we don't even score a single touchdown. I have no.
All right, who's your breakout player?
I'm hoping Andrews or Lamar because they're on my fantasy. So let's go with that.
By the way, go to our fantasy league, Nick. I countered your offer.
Yeah,
I countered your offer.
Look that one over.
Yeah, you might need to. It's a steep one, but hey, man, you're wanting to get my best players, so I don't know. Hey, let me.
I was going after your best player, but the trade I offered you. You had one of my best wide receivers.
What was the trade?
Running backs.
He's trying to get Jamar Chase off my hands.
For
and
what?
Jamar.
I traded Wilson and Boyd and Palmer. And Wilson. He was like, yeah.
I might.
Wilson put up some good numbers the last couple of weeks once he got traded to Miami.
Look, I'll just tell you, I'll send you Damian Harris and Jamar Chase for Kareem Hunt, T. Higgins, and Joshua Palmer.
Who the fuck is Joshua Palmer? Is that the Chargers receiver?
Yeah, but you aren't going to get Higgs. You aren't going to get Higgs for all that.
You were going to trade it this year, damn it. What the hell, man?
I mean, Palmer's probably going to go back to third string.
But
you're right, I was. Day, huh? I'll tell you what. I'll give you Boyd instead of Higgs.
Man, send me the counter and I'll look it up, dude. It's gonna be hard for me to come off of Jamar Chase, man. That has been the reason why this has been my best fantasy year ever. It's because of Jamar.
Cody, you need a co-manager.
Man, if you're not you'd be managing me into a bunch of.
I'm talking about. I went from 0-4 to 5-5 now. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, how about this, man? Give me your player.
Hey, look.
Give me your breakout player. Yeah, go ahead, Lox.
Hey, look, I'm out. But goddamn, boo the Gamecocks. The Gamecocks suck. They suck. The Gamecocks suck. Hey, look. JD, if you in the comments, they suck, JD. But, hey, look. I'm going to be on goddamn 704 Charlotte bound. I know Cole gonna be on that bitch. Goddamn. Hey, look. I'm going to eat Twan ass up, goddamn, when he go live, though. But, hey, I'm holla at y'all, boy.
I appreciate you, Lox.
Down in Tennessee Hills, ain't nobody down on Rocky Top.
This is not a college football
Georgia
show.
was.
What the hell are we doing? All right, Kev, give me your game winner. Who's gonna score prediction? Who's gonna win? And who's your breakout?
I think it's going to be 24-17 Carolina. I think the best player is going to be Foreman. But I can't really pick him as a breakout player because he's been breaking out every fucking game.
Yeah.
So I'll just go with I'd say Baker. I think he has a good game.
Oh shit! I like that. Baker Mayfield. And what was your final score prediction?
24-17.
Hey Cody, how do you think Jaycee Horn's gonna stack up this week?
Well,
if he plays, I'm hoping that he balls out. They don't have a lot of receivers up there, man, and Mark Andrews is questionable. So I don't know, man. I really don't. I mean, I hope he plays, and I think he'll play well if he does.
What happens if we are down by a little bit? Sam Darnold comes in at halftime, explodes, and we win the game with Sam Darnold's arm.
And Sam Darnold starts.
Does he start the rest of the year?
He starts next game.
Well, Pickle, you know my favorite saying about if my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle.
If Clemson had a quarterback, they'd be undefeated.
Oh, and you know what? On that note, we're getting the fuck out of here, dude.
Or they'd be Tennessee.
Go. Everybody's got to go. And you don't have to go home.
Yeah.
But you got to get the hell up out of here.
They're kind of close Alabama right now, ain't they?
Hey, who does Tennessee play this weekend, Pickle?
South Carolina.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Roy.
I think he was talking trash.
Yeah, they're going to make sure. They're making sure they're going to make sure all the backup guys play.
We always win something we shouldn't win. We beat Florida last year when we shouldn't. So just saying.
That would be. Hey, Pickle, don't let the Vols lose to them, man. Don't let.
It's either the Vols or Clemson.
If the Vols lose, if the Volunteers lose to South Carolina, I will not cheer for the Volunteers for the rest of the year.
Ooh.
All right.
If South Carolina loses to the Vols, I will
that sounds
still
like
continue to cheer
sounds
for
like a reasonable take right there, though.
I tell you what, if South Carolina beats the Volunteers, White Chocolate, you got to tell Cody that Clemson is the best college football team in the history of football.
If South Carolina wins?
Yes.
I'm good. I still can't do it. Even though I still couldn't do it.
Even if they lose, you couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, alrighty then, folks. No, I didn't even get my prediction. How about this? I'm going to go 21. I'm telling you, man, I got a feeling. I'm going 21-17.
Why do you chase that, Coco?
I'm going 21-17. I'm going to Carolina Panthers. And I am going to say that the breakout player is Laviska Shenault. I think Laviska Shenault is gonna continue to impress and continue to make a name for himself, man. I like this dude. So, all right, boys, that's it for another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. My name is Cody Lashley, coming to you once again from the C3 Panthers Podcast. This Sunday we'll be live after the game, reacting to all the news and all the action from the Sunday's game, man. So, Panther Nation, keep pounding.
Keep pounding.